All right, TJ. So walk me through this. This is not a Remington, a Savage. This is a special rifle here. So walk me through what this is here.
Okay, so what we have is a 1943 SMLE Lee-Enfield British 303. It's the number 4. You can tell that by the scope mount, which is dictated by the safety mechanism and the bolt.
That's what makes it a number 4, you said? And there's different numbers.
Yeah, you got a number 1, a 3, and a 4.
All made by Lee-Enfield?
Well, SMLE is like a collaboration of all of the firearm manufacturers. They retooled to make these weapons.
303s?
Yes, 303s.
Okay.
SMLE, that's where Lee-Enfield comes from. There were various companies that were making this specific rifle.
When you say this specific rifle, like 303
303
caliber?
Yes.
Okay, so you had different companies making the Lee-Enfield rifle?
Yes, the Lee-Enfield.
Okay, how does that work? Because it's like you don't have different companies making Remingtons or different companies making Savages. How is it you got different companies making Lee-Enfields?
It's basically in the states where all of the auto manufacturers, they retooled for artillery, tanks, all of that, because they had the production lines, and that's the same thing that they were doing abroad was for the weapons of war.
Okay.
So they just retooled, and they were told, hey, this is what you're making now. Just like Chrysler, and that's what almost put Chrysler out, is when they were making for the war.
Okay, so you had different companies making a Lee-Enfield rifle.
Yes.
You don't see that today, though, right?
No.
You have companies making Remingtons and Savages and Brownings, and this is just okay. So that's a little bit different. Of course, this is the 1940s. So
1943.
So this was actually made in 1943?
Yes, 1943, and it's stamped right here with England and the crown, and that is indicative of being an English British 303 that was sent to the armory and used in World War II. So without the crown stamp, it wouldn't have been in the war.
Okay, so that is the crown stamp on the barrel.
Yes, on the barrel, and it's got England right above it right here.
Okay, so that actually says England?
Yes.
And then the crown stamp. Okay,
I got you. England with the crown stamp.
Okay, and that means that's your proof that this is actually a World War II gun.
Correct.
So, and this was
my grandfather's.
Your grandfather's.
He brought it back with him, and like I told you before, 3 of them when he came back. This one, at some point prior to me getting it at 11 years old, it had been sporterized, which they come with the full wood, like I sent you the picture of. Somebody had cut the front stock down and made it into a sporter. And 10 years ago, I decided I wanted to be the 3rd generation to shoot something with it. So I stripped it all down, refinished it, polished the bolt, ordered the stock from ATI, put it all together, got the best mount that was offered at the time, put that on, and dedicated a Nikon Pro Staff to be on this rifle from here on out.
Who made because the scope mount says
Adley Precision,
but it says Lee-Enfield on it. So who made it?
Adley Precision, and that Lee-Enfield is just for their version of saying this is what fits the Lee-Enfield.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There is no Lee-Enfield rifles made anymore, right?
No.
Okay, but they made that for this Lee-Enfield, and also specifically for the number 4?
Correct.
Because you were saying this, the way that the safety and all...
The way the safety and the mounts.
Okay.
On the number 1s, you have it's like a swedge mount. And I have a number 1 at home that I can do another video for you. It locks into here and swedges with a set screw for the scope mount.
Okay.
Because very few of these were outfitted from the armory with a scope. The ones that had the offset scope, which was off to the side. So it was kind of like a 45 scope.
Right.
There are some jungle carbines which are shorter, which have a bell, a flared end on it. Various models of the 303. You've got some Ishapur. There's just all sorts of variations, but none of them have the England on the.
Right. And this idea of it being sporterized, I mean, when your grandfather got it, it was all wood stock, and somebody
cut it down to
cut
make
it down like by hand, and that's called sporterizing it?
Yes.
Okay, but what you did, you took that off.
I took that off,
and this is 10 years old. So the new stuff is, of course, the scope and the scope mount and the forearm and the stock. But all the guts, the original parts for the barrel, the trigger, the bolt, and all the inside mechanism.
Everything is as original.
Okay. And your grandfather killed a deer. You got memories of him saying that he had shot a deer.
He killed a deer. My father killed a deer 10 years ago, right after I finished this up. I killed a deer in Taylor County.
Right.
And I put it in the safe at the house and was waiting on Jada to, get of age physically.
Yeah.
And she shot a 308 last year and killed 3 deer down in Worth County. So I knew that she was physically ready.
Oh, yeah.
And mentally, she's really looking forward to taking this out this evening and dropping one, and that'll be the culmination of, of everything that I've wanted, for her. And this is something that she will inherit and keep the tradition going for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, baby girl, whenever you're ready. Did you hit it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
How did it feel?
It was good.
Not as much as your 308, is it? You like it?
Do you have any idea where your grandfather killed a deer at?
If I had to venture a guess, it would be on Hightower Trail in Newton County, right across the street from his home.
Okay. And your dad?
Probably the same place.
Okay.
Him and Mom, before they moved to King Street in Covington, they did live there with him temporarily.
Okay. And then you killed yours in Taylor County,
Yes.
and we're in Putnam County now, so maybe we'll...
State of Georgia has been very kind to this.
Yeah, that's right. It's neat to think that thing was made in England and then possibly used in war. Because your grandfather, when he got sent home from the war in the 40s, he sent a care package home, which included this rifle, 2 other rifles, and whatever else he brought home. So this may have actually been used in war.
I would not hesitate to venture a guess to say yes, but I don't have any documentation to say.
Right. It's in good shape, the barrel and all, unless you've done some work on it. It's in really good shape.
It's shiny and bright. The rifling is, still smooth even after all these years, but, being not used and shot out,
right?
Basically, fouling of the rifling and all of that, that when you take good care of something, it's going to last.
Yeah, that's right. Many years from now, when Jada has kids, many years from
after I'm dead.
Yeah, right.
She can't date till she's 30 or I'm dead, whichever.
Well, we'll have a 5th generation coming on, so you're going to let Zoe shoot deer with it.
Of course.
Yes. So that's right.
Of course.
That's right. So can't count that as another generation, but we can certainly count it as another harbor.
Well, memories, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's right. So, well, cool. Man, we need to find a blood trail tonight with this gun.
With Eagle Eye, Jada, you may not have a blood trail. You may have a deer to go see.
here's the end. This is what we were hoping to get tonight. Pretty cool story. TJ, special night for you, buddy?
Very special, very special.
Yep. So we got, tell us about your daughter. How old is she? She's fourth generation.
She'll be 14 the 27th of this month, and she has now become the fourth generation with this particular rifle. Couldn't be more proud of her.
Well, I don't know what you can hear on the video. There's actually a tracking dog in the back of a truck barking, but this deer did not require any tracking, did it?
It dropped where it stood.
Tell us a quick hunt story.
So it got to be about 10 minutes before our legal light ended, and we were kind of getting a little bummed that we hadn't seen anything, and I looked up and there, deer. I had to tell her deer 3 times, and then she got behind the scope and she saw it running away, and then it stopped and came back, got broadside. She said, "Daddy, can I shoot it?" I said, "Of course, baby." And she drilled it, and I was watching as she shot, and it dropped exactly where it was standing. 1-shot deal.
Looked like about how far?
About 80, 85 yards.
Yeah, pretty good poke for sure. So, fantastic. Jada, you pretty pumped up to be I saw you right after the kill and you were pretty excited, huh?
Yeah.
Good stuff, huh? You're a pretty big deer. This isn't your first deer, but you've killed, how many deer she killed now?
This is your 5th.
Oh, 5th, okay. 5th deer, but first one with the 303 and special night. And do I understand you're gonna be, cleaning this deer as well? Is that what I heard?
Processing is included by her.
Oh, well, that was her choice, though, right?
She said if she shot, she killed.
Is that true,
She
Jada?
processed.
Yeah.
All right, so we're fixing to go do the hard work. So, so TJ, where's the gun going now?
Home to the safe where it's been for 10 years.
Yep. Well, when you killed your deer in Taylor, your doe in Taylor County.
Yep.
And now you got another daughter who's coming up, and of course she won't be a 5th. She'll be the same 4th generation, but
Exactly.
she will get to kill a deer with it, right?
Many more rifles.
Nah, that's fantastic. So, all right, good stuff. Congratulations, Jada.
Thank you.